Good evening, everyone, and welcome. We are Random Encounter Productions. I'm Cody Stone. With me tonight, we have...
Is that me?
That's you.
Am I next?
You are next.
Cool. I don't know. Hi, I'm Keith Draper, and I'm playing Doctrine Fallen Dreamer, the Aasimar Chosen One Sorcerer.
I'm Caitlin. I'm playing Rixa, the multi-class Creation Bard and Runechild Sorcerer Tiefling.
I'm Megan. I'm playing Kenzie Wild, the Human Gunslinger.
It's Kez next, I think.
Is it me? I thought we're gonna go since I am the guest character.
Whatever. We're good.
Sure.
Okay, then go nuts.
I'm Matthew, and I'm playing Pevnost Umber, the Earth Genasi Barbarian Wizardman.
And I'm Kez, and I'm playing Nathaniel Rasvin, the Plague Mage.
Nice. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, guys, if you have been keeping up with us, this is our Wildemount game. We have been playing for a couple weeks now. We're really enjoying it because, hey, we're Critical Role fans as much as everybody else, and we are sad that they are not playing on Thursdays right now. And hopefully they'll be back soon. And as soon as they are, we'll wrap this up and get back to watching. But in the meantime, we're having a very good time. We do have a couple of quick announcements before we get into the show tonight. So, schedule coming up tomorrow night. We are playing Dragon Age. Dragon Age is back. Yes, dragons. On Saturday night, we are playing Midnight. That is the setting. That is not the time of the game. The time of the game is 8:30 is when we go live for that. So check that out. We're back Monday night with Disasters in Danger. That's our big main original campaign setting, original world. All of our fun stuff happens over there, and we got a bunch of stuff happening next week as well. Speaking of next week, next Tuesday, we're doing a giveaway for you guys. We are giving away a Dungeon Master or Dungeon Mistress pin of your choosing. So we are going to have a game Tuesday night. How do they enter? Talk to them.
That's going to be a follower giveaway. The entrant is going to be picked from one of our followers across any one of our platforms, which means you have more chances to win if you follow us everywhere. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, here, YouTube, and TikTok. I think I covered all of the major platforms that we are currently active on. So that is how you do that. So all of those things are going to be, I gotta update this link to include TikTok and the website and YouTube, but Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all of those. And we're going to roll to select from those. So again, if you are in all of those follower groups, you're gonna have a better chance of winning. So go on ahead and give us a follow.
Yes. Do the following thing. So that is exciting about that. We are excited to be doing that. We're going to be doing, I think, we're going to try to do like a small giveaway a week, if I'm not mistaken, for the next little while, because yeah, we're trying to hit some viewer goals. So thank you guys. Also, very exciting, if you are on our Patreon, today we rolled out what the Plague Mage subclass for the Sorcerer down below, which is what Kez is going to be playing one of today. So that was made by the wonderful Mars, the art by Kez, down there in the corner. And so if you're on our Patreon, you've already seen the email, you can go ahead and check that out. It's something we will be rolling out on the DMs Guild in the future, but for now, it is exclusive for our patrons. So if you guys like the plague and bugs that Nat brings to the table, then please check it out. Also, I think we're one follower away from Kez doing a art giveaway.
It's shifted. It's still a few. Still a few.
Okay.
Yeah, things fluctuate every month, so I will let you know when we're there, but yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. But when we get to 30 patrons, we are doing a full body color, no background art piece giveaway. Kez has volunteered to do that for us. So we want to say thank you to her And the last one we did was really awesome. That was our pink tiefling, I believe. Yes. So that's what we've got. Are there any other announcements I need to go over for now? You guys working on anything you want to bring up, or?
Oh, tomorrow night and every Friday, at about 6 o'clock p.m. If you want to tune in on Facebook, Central Florida Vocal Arts is doing a Friday Night Live every week where we bring together several musicians from, at the moment, around the country, because we've had a few special guests from other states, and we all kind of perform, hang out, answer questions, just kind of chit chat, and it's a fun time. So yeah, every Friday at 6 p.m. I believe, on Facebook specifically, via the Central Florida Vocal Arts Facebook page. Yeah, come hang out. I'll be helping host tomorrow. I don't know if I'm singing or not, but I will at least be there in spirit and hosting.
Nice.
Do it.
I know.
Well, that is fantastic. Sorry, looking for. I'm still trying to figure out how to piece all these maps together, so that I know what we're doing when we get started. Do I know? I don't know. Nope. Oh,
We can vamp. We all good at talking nonsense at each other.
yeah. I
Yeah,
know.
then in the meantime, I'm working with Central Florida Community Arts. What is it, CFC Arts? Actually, with these two, to quote the poet, Chucklefucks, and we're working on an audiobook version of Shakespeare's Midsummer Night's Dream that I'm thinking is going to start being released maybe in July of this year. We're still working on some technicalities, but we've started rehearsal. It's an absolutely stellar cast, featuring a lot of the best, the best in Central Florida, but also from points beyond. So it's really been lovely, and we're really excited. And seriously, they're absolutely phenomenal. The car is driving itself, kids. It's so fun.
Nice. Well, that is
Yeah.
very exciting.
Is that vampy enough?
Yeah, sure. Seems vampy enough-ish. Vampy-ish enough? Yeah, why not?
Vampish.
Vampish.
Enough.
Yes.
Does it have teeth and is afraid of sunlight?
Absolutely.
They're called fangs. Jeez,
They're
get
not
right.
afraid of it. It'll just
They're
kill them.
allergic
But they
to
walk
it.
into it like badasses. They don't fear it. They're just smart. It's like, technically, I don't fear snakes. I just respect the ever-loving mother out of them. Because I don't trust them.
Sure. Burn them with fire.
Nope rope.
Obviously.
It's a nope rope.
Yeah, the screaming is just, well, that's involuntary at this point, so.
Sounds good. All right, let's get into our adventure, shall we?
D-some-D!
Yes. So,
Yeah.
our adventure is taking place within the continent of Wildemount. Our heroes began their adventure in Blade Garden. They took on a small job as the Dwendalian Empire and the Kryn dynasty prepared to meet and have some peace talks, potentially bringing an end to the war between the two of them. They were contacted by a gentleman by the name of Grizz, who is a quartermaster for Blade Garden, and had been hearing some disturbing rumors about some sort of weapon of mass destruction down in the coast of Innigrad. And he had lost contact with one of his caravan suppliers. So, our intrepid heroes, they ventured their way across the wilds and the wastes down to the host, where they encountered a number of villages that had been destroyed or abandoned. And as they traveled, they followed this trail of warped and broken bodies from a wide variety of different entities. They found a journal that recounted the exodus of two drow children carrying an artifact of great importance, and how they were pursued by a cloaked figure of dangerous portent. Last adventure, they caught up with this dangerous figure and went to blows with him, and were seemingly able to, with relative ease, defeat and destroy the entity. But just as they landed the final blow, a creepy, knowing smile crept across his face as he thanked them for his seeming end. In his place, Pet of Darkness arrived, releasing Core Spawn and Core Spawn emissaries that they had to battle back. From there, it seemed that the twins had split, one traveling deeper into the mountains, one to a nearby orcish town, which was known for the vein of iron that ran through it, whose names are not immediately in front of me in the book. They traveled there, discovered that the young boy had seemingly attempted to flee the coming core spawn, and they were able to piece together a few bits of very important information from the stories and tales that one of the twins had left behind. The twins split up, attempting to confuse their pursuer. The one that traveled to the orcish village, the distraction, slightly heavier and carrying a chest, his sister, the lighter and swifter, traveling deep into the Blade Garden Mountains, Ashkeeper Mountains, Ashkeeper Peaks. Aha. So, who are all these people? Well, the team was able to discover that the mysterious man in the cloak is known as the first, or the first follower of Father Yimmick, a elder evil from beyond the veil of sanity of the prime material plane. The item he pursues is a Luxon beacon that he seems to have embedded himself within, and is looking to use to resurrect Father Yimmick, and potentially great evils not seen since the Age of Calamity. And so, now understanding the task that is laid before them, our heroes are venturing north to the frozen wastes of Isolcross. There, they hope to find and venture into the Aeoran crash site, a ancient city of technological and magical wonder, once feared by the prime and betrayer gods themselves. This potentially being the only chance they have to save Wildemount. So let us begin. You guys, we are going to, I'm going to transition here real quick. Let's take a look. All right, there's the full map. It's on a website. Can't really show you guys stuff, but
It looks so pretty.
thank you. So you guys had left off down here where my cursor is. Ooh, and up here is Blade Garden, and from there we're gonna do that dotted line travel system. I would put this map on Roll20. Fun fact: it's too large. It never uploads. Up here to Balin's post, right? And in Balin's post is where we are going to re-begin. So you guys have definitely had a long rest. Have However, you also have the opportunity when you're in Blade Garden with your initial contact, Grizz, after you sort of tell him what's up. He helps you arrange for travel across the Empire as quickly as possible, as you have suddenly begun a race against time. There's no telling when the first follower of Father Yimmick is going to descend from the Ashkeeper Peaks and into the into Blade Garden or the surrounding area. You guys have his assistance and disposal as far as buying whatever basic equipment you guys may need. Warm weather clothing, I'm sure, is absolutely on that list. Trail rations and climbers kits. Are there any other major purchases that you guys would like to get in a moment of preparation?
Is there a possibility of getting +1 ammo?
Yeah, there is a possibility of getting some +1 ammo.
Okay.
I would like to find a
Let's
lot of
see.
potions if possible too.
Okay, he can provide you with 20 rounds of +1 ammunition.
Does that work for all of it?
You can pick a caliber. How's that? So pick
Just pistols.
yeah, pistols or your sniper rifle. You can choose a bearing size for that.
Okay, and just the 20.
Yeah, the 20 is what he can provide you for.
That's kosher. I'm just making sure.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
And as for potions, you know, when we're doing like a limited run campaign like this, I forget to think about things like treasure. So
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't actually think I have money. So I don't know if I can.
We do have 120 Kryn Dynasty gold from the Goblin Village.
Yeah.
So that's all we've picked up.
I feel like probably it is a good worthy group effort to keep us all alive.
yeah,
Possibly.
yeah, absolutely.
I also have that creepy cloak. It's literally not useful and not magical, but I have that creepy man's cloak.
But the creepy man's cloak.
Okay.
Can we
Well,
not use it? Can we find someone in town who can like fucking scry and use that cloak? It's
We know
like
where he is.
okay,
You-
just making sure. Oh yeah, we're going where he's going.
Inside
Yeah.
the orb.
Well,
Yeah.
you do. I'll go ahead and say that you do. That is a great idea. I'm on
Yeah,
board
we have
with
the
it.
cloak.
The person that attempts to do it, you do discover something. He is outside of the orb now. By the time you make it to Blade Garden, in order for someone to do the scrying for you, he is outside of the Luxon beacon. He has been reborn. Go ahead and make me some religion checks in the process. I will give you advantage because you guys are in a center of learning, well, at least a place with a library, and these people want you to succeed.
Yeah.
And that's literally what I do.
Yeah, oh yeah, please, yeah.
Same.
19.
19.
9.
Mm-hmm. 9.
23.
9.
9.
It's rolling the second one now.
Okay. Keith, did you end up going into Roll20?
I did not.
I'm
I'm using D&D Beyond.
The D&B.
D&D Beyond.
D&D Beyond. And I rolled a 14 and a 19, so a 19.
19. Okay.
23 for me. Did you hear?
Yes, I did. I heard a couple of 19s, a 23, and a 9.
Also, yeah. This is when I should have used my background feature, because feature is library access. I am likely to gain preferential treatment at other libraries across the realms as professional courtesy shown to a fellow scholar.
Well, we will say that you guys did.
So yeah, I'm gonna pretend that that's what happened.
So traditionally, there is a with the Luxem Beacon, there is a period of adolescence in which the soul does not remember its past lives. There, it is known as amnesiac period.
Almonds, period. Got it.
However, due to the elder evil, flesh warpy nature of our first follower, that period seems to be very short. And because he is in a extensive control of his own anatomy, what may have been a child, a babe, or maybe even just the new hatchling of a kobold is once more a large, fully formed adult and dangerous entity.
Cool. Tight.
As you... Okay, I gotta stop that. What's happening there? Stop the beep. No more beep. Got it.
What's going on? Oh, did you forget to turn off the chat beep?
I have to turn it off for every game, and so I never
Yes,
remember which
correct.
game it is. So,
That's valid. It's okay.
yep, chat beep is off. The other thing that you guys notice, the person that does the scrying for you is immediately noticed and struck blind as blood boils into their eyeballs and begins to melt the flesh from afar.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh no, can I put it back into the face?
We pay that person very well for their trouble.
And run away. Take the
I'm
money.
sorry. Can we not fix that?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Are we banned from this library forever, guys?
Did you just get me on a library blacklist? I've never been on a library blacklist. Oh! She's gonna like panic and try to do something.
Can any of y'all fix that? Because I know
Angel Boy, come on, Doctor, what you got?
Yeah, because I've got nothing.
Fix it.
You.
Fix it.
Do we have
Be able to
restoration? Lesser restoration. Would I know if lesser restoration will work?
Lesser restoration.
Blinded is technically a condition.
But it's also blinded because they don't have eyes.
Maybe they'll just grow back.
You're looking for regeneration.
That's regeneration.
Yeah, don't.
Regenerate. That's like a 6th level spell.
Yeah.
How much does that cost? Like, is that one of the ones that needs like a diamond or something?
Yes. So here's what I will say is that the gruesome act of this cleric losing their sight is one of the things that convinces Grizz and the higher officers in Blade Garden of the immediacy and the danger. So they are going to reach out to the Cerberus Assembly and work on getting a higher level healer to come and attempt to regenerate his vision.
Perfect.
But it is...
And there is no material cost.
No.
It requires a wheel and some holy water.
Yeah. But
we can find that!
Unfortunately, it's... without that sort of evidence, you guys could have just been crazy people wandering through, coming in from the Kryn dynasty, talking about insanity, you know.
Yeah.
Well,
you guys are not taken
at least
as...
they believe us now.
They believe you more than they did, which is definitely a step in the right direction, and that is what secures you this aid. So, because I had not given you guys a previous bit of treasure, I went ahead and rolled you a random level 7 treasure hoard. So you guys will be heading to Balin Post. I'm going to take out most of the coins, but you do walk out with 2,900 gold pieces. A series of gems. I'm going to say like let's see. 1, 5, 6, 8. 10, 11, 12, 15 gems of 100 gold pieces each. Other things that are provided to you. +1 leather armor.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, studded leather armor. Because I never understand what a +1 leather armor suit is worth, because it's just a studded leather
Just
armor.
fucking studded leather, yeah.
Yeah. So I never
No,
accept that.
no.
Amulet of health.
Ooh. Okay.
Mantle of spell resistance.
Okay.
A ring of protection.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 items. I'm gonna give you guys one more because we now have a 5th party member. I don't like people being left out. So
Oh.
Just in case we meet a new friend and
Just-
In case we
they
feel
want a
like,
toy.
yeah.
just in case you meet a friend and you're like,
Aw.
if you be our friend, we'll give you.
We'll give
this."
you a ring of protection if you
Are
be
we
our friend.
bribing people like a creepy van with candy? Here we have magic items, child.
100%. If that's what it takes to be able to
That's
save
how
the
I've
world,
kept
yes.
Cody and Matthew this whole time.
Why aren't you giving me candy and bribing me? I feel upset now that you just assume I'll stick around without bribery. Fuck
Well,
you.
I mean, it's
Won't you?
worked, right?
To be fair,
I
she
bribe
did
you
buy
with
me a
ribs, bitch.
she,
Don't start-
she did
yeah.
buy me a fox mask and it was adorable, so I guess it's fine. But I'm not wearing it during this stream because apparently this stream brings the creepers to the show.
Mhm.
So I'm not fucking doing it.
So our fifth item?
I'm working on it. I'll let you know as soon
Oh,
as I
okay.
can.
Oh, okay. I thought.
Yeah,
I thought
no,
you
I
had
knew
one.
I knew his like Phil face. That's why I was not. Yeah.
Are
go.
we good with splitting those 4 betwixt ourselves, though?
I think so.
Yeah, I was gonna.
I would assume
Yeah.
so.
Okay,
Okay.
what do
Um,
things do?
Amulet
I'm
of
about
health.
to look up the mantle.
I think the amulet should probably go to our squishiest party member or our tankiest
Okay.
party member.
Either one.
Yeah.
Well, y'all can have a squish off if you want.
No, like he is technically squishier than me. He has 10 less hit points than I do, and he can't inspiring leader himself. So like that should.
Yes, I can.
Can you? I didn't know you could include yourself in that. So if we're doing squish, I'm fine giving that to Keith. If we're doing the person who's going to be up in people's faces, we should probably give it to Matthew.
I don't. want it.
We don't want it. Okay.
Although,
I'm
oh no, no, it won't. It won't give me any extra HP because my
Okay.
con is at an 18, so it will bump it to 19 and be useless. So not.
I can take the studded leather because since I have some multi-class in Bard, I can technically wear armor now.
okay. Good, because
So I'll take that. I don't think
I
anyone
don't
else
want
needs that.
I don't armor.
Yeah. Yeah,
Don't
I will take the armor
Neither
then.
do I.
Great, amazing, great,
Perfection.
perfect. That makes me glad.
Hey, why don't you take that ring, Kenzie?
The bonus. to
Doctor, are
18
you
saving throw.
offering me a ring now? Okay.
Can then how
I
about
mean-
how about Doctrine? How about you take the amulet of health and I'll take the mantle of spell resistance.
That sounds great.
Cool. Although unless Kenzie, would you rather have a mantle or a ring?
Ring's fine. I got myself a pretty dandy duster. I'm okay.
Alright. The only reason I ask is
Where
because I
the-
already have advantage on dexterity saving throws. Obviously, this gives me advantage on every saving throw against spells. But
Good.
I do already
Ooh.
have advantage on dex, so I wanted to offer it to you. If
It's
you would rather
what does the? Is that what it does?
Yeah, you have advantage on saving throws against spells while you wear this cloak. And the ring of protection is +1 to AC and all.
No, I
saving
know
throws.
because I'm looking at that.
Yeah.
We can. Which would you rather?
I
I'm fine either way.
I don't particularly care. I'm okay either way. My AC is a little low, so I don't mind having a bump there. But I'm
Okay.
also really okay, like, because if somebody tries to hit me with any saving throw other than strength or con, I will probably fail it.
Y'all, I went from an 11 to a 14 armor class, and I no longer have to cast mage armor.
Yeah, yay!
So I'm gonna take advantage of that, and I'm gonna switch some spells because we just leveled.
Swap it out.
So I'm gonna do that.
Do you want the ring?
I'm okay with either because having advantage on those saving throws would hopefully guarantee a pass, as would a bump in them. So I'm really okay with
But also, fuck, I don't know.
If you want advantage on saving throws, have it.
I don't. Here, I'm gonna roll a d4. Evens and odds.
Okay, do you want evens
What do you
or
want?
odds?
I'll take odds.
Okay.
Are you rolling? Okay.
Oh, no, you can roll.
I'll
Do
roll.
it. Do that dang thing.
It's a 3.
So you
We never decided what was going to happen when we.
you get the thing. Which one the thing is, I don't know.
Okay. Fuck. I'm so sorry, y'all.
May I?
Protection, and then.
Yes, you may.
Matthew, take the Ring of Protection. You're more likely to benefit from the armor class. Meg, you get the Mantle against spell resistance.
The spell resistance.
Okay.
Sorry.
Why are you sorry?
You're good. We're all good. Everyone's
y'all had
good.
5 solid minutes to make that decision. I helped you out.
Yeah,
I know. That's why I'm sorry.
Oh.
you're fine.
Nah, nothing to be sorry about. 3, 2, 5.
Oh, whoops, fucking.
Okay.
I typed in Ring of Spell. I was like, why isn't it popping up?
Kez, do you want a do you want a robe of the eyes? Do we just want to lean into you being as creepy as possible?
Creepy as fuck.
I
Yes.
mean, sure. Let's go full creep on
Yes,
him.
you do. Yes,
Okay.
you do. You absolutely want one of
Great.
those.
You can look those up. If not, I'm sure Mars has it written down. It's in the DMG. Robe of eyes. You can grab that. So
Yeah, because ain't none of us taking that nonsense. Absolutely not.
No,
After-
although it is baller as fuck, and I'm real sad that that I'm not creepier, only because it's so good.
Okay.
Although, like, honestly, the image of you, like, raging out with all the eyes, like, do they all turn red and get angry? Because I would just shoot you. I would grab
fair
Kenzie's gun and be like, we're done.
Fair enough.
Nonsense.
It's very
Bullshit.
good. Because I sent you the
No, you wouldn't.
the roll
Thank you. I'm looking it up now. Oh Lord,
There you
It's
go.
it's good. It's good.
it is very good.
It's a thing.
Although you can never close or avert your eyes while wearing the robe.
Gaze
if
attacks
something-
become an issue.
Yeah, gaze attacks affect you no matter what because your cloak eyes.
So if we see
always
a
see things.
beholder,
Hmm.
well, we were going to run anyways.
How dare you?
You guys have traveled across the map via cart, via I don't know. I don't think they do airships in Wildemount. If I read correctly, the Dwendalian Empire was like, no airships. We don't want them. So there's that. But also, so by cart, by magic, by horse, and whatever else you can, you guys stretch your way across the Empire. And you've spent the past few days on a ship, sailing in Islecross, sailing up from the edge past the Tergros Mountain to Balin Post, right here. Balin Post is the Dwendalian Empire's premier or main outpost here in Islecross. You guys have been greeted, although somewhat coldly. Pardon the, I guess, pun. As it is a harsh and dangerous place that holds very little time or energy for tourists and for people that are not accustomed to the freezing bitter. Balaam Post is surrounded by 10-foot-high wooden walls, trees that have been sharpened into posts and covered in mortar. Everyone here that you see is either a mage of the Cerberus Assembly, an adventurer that you can recognize has skill and levels. This is not the land of the inexperienced. There does not seem to be like a formal guard, nor does there seem to be a formal military. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you. So there is an outpost here, like a trading post. You can tell by the marking on the door. It is run by the Cerberus Assembly. This entire camp is run by the Cerberus Assembly. You don't even really see any imperial like guards or officers. So you are in the Assembly's world at the moment. Where would you guys have gathered together in a place known as my apologies.
It's an interesting name for a tavern. Apologies.
Mhm.
No, that feels really appropriate,
I like
actually,
it.
for it to,
I like it.
I'm
I'm
on board.
Let's go with it.
Yeah.
So you guys are in a place, and it's not even like its own place. It's honestly part of the trading outpost, which is mostly open air. But it is the Isocross equivalent of when you're traveling and you stop at one of those gas stations that like has a Subway attached, right? Or like a Hardee's, and it's like, yeah, over there's the store, here's the Hardee's, right? It's one of those.
Those are my favorite places in the world.
That is weird, but okay.
Fits me, right?
Yeah. And there you guys have come across a relatively young man, if I remember correctly. Kez, would you like to describe Nat to us?
Nat is fairly young. He is very wiry, kind of has this almost sickly complexion to him, like a little bit green or not quite jaundice, but definitely doesn't look like he's feeling well. His eyes are a bit sunken. He's got a little bit of a 5 o'clock shadow coming into a goatee, but it's hard to tell whether he shaved it that way or doesn't care enough to do anything about it. His hair kind of looks the same way, in that choppy kind of way, wearing kind of haphazard, almost tattered looking clothes. But probably the most interesting thing about him is that he doesn't mind showing a lot of that kind of gray green skin, and all of it is covered in these arcane looking tattoos, like from his neck down, anywhere you can see.
Oh, Rixa is going to go make friends because she too is covered in tattoos, much more wholesome tattoos. But I just remembered. I have a feeling she knows a magic tattoo when she sees one. They're not normal tattoos, if I am correct. Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no. She knows a magic tattoo as a rune child. When she sees it, she's going to go straight to this strange man in the corner. It's a lot to pull her up from her book. Just walk straight over. This small purple tiefling said, "Do you do yours yourself, or do they just appear that way?"
Little both. He's kind of got this somewhat raspy tone.
She's me too. These I wrote down because I forgot the word, the keyword for my shatter spell, and that spell I just had to write on my arm, and then this one just appeared the first time I had to protect myself, and it was just there, and this one. Also, hello, I'm Rexa.
He smiles and he's like, holds up his arm. This one's syphilis. Nat.
No,
Kenzie's gonna be like a decent
am I right?
little bit of back, but like as now she was chill before. One minute she hears syphilis, she's just gonna pull the duster back so you can see wherever one of the guns on her hip. She's just gonna chill with it, like not necessarily looking at anything, just making sure that Nat can see that there's a person with a gun who knows what syphilis is standing behind her.
So she avoids shaking her hand. She's like, whereas I am not usually a very squeamish person, I know the sorts of diseases that would infect and stop me from reading comfortably and possibly make me go insane and not be able to remember the words, and I stay away from those things. So I'm just going to give you one of these. What's up? Yep.
Yeah, don't worry. They're all safe. The reason they're on me is because they're locked there.
Face has shifted now from interesting, another tattoo friend, to I beg your fucking pardon. This is no book I've ever read. Can we? I have so many questions I want to ask you, but I feel like this is not the time because I abandoned my group. And friends, this is Nat. He seems nice.
Would you guys like to take a moment and describe your characters?
I will start since I'm standing right there. Rixa is a small tiefling, purple. She has like she has almost Princess Leia bun, purple hair just twisted up behind her, or she has Princess Leia horns, and her hair is kind of like pulled up with her wands of the War Mage and of Web, just like every inch of her looks like ruffled, doesn't remember where she is, scholar. She's got books. Her robe is maybe fastened incorrectly. She's got some Neville Longbottom energy about, don't know where I am, it's fine. It's the wrong character, voice and accent. And you can tell, especially if you as a tier 2 person can tell, that some of them are just names of spells. And some of them are runes, and like clearly she's the kind of person who just started writing things on her body one day to remind herself, pick up eggs, buy milk, throw out old milk. And then one day it just became, remember this component of this spell. Hey, if you touch me, this will protect you. And so some of them have just started to be. But she is, the moment she's lost interest, she's back in her book, and just she made a friend. That was my one social engagement for the day, and now I'm done. I don't have to do it anymore. I'm going to sit in the corner with my book. Rixa.
As Rixa walks away, Docrin will make his approach. He is a slightly taller humanoid man with long white hair, probably back in a kind of not ponytail, harsh back, but just sort of pulled back and tied down to his shoulder. He's got a very long dwarven length beard, but a full beard that hangs down, and both his hair and his beard are white. You probably notice first he has piercing cobalt eyes, and he's comes up and introduces himself, and hi, I saw my friend talking to you. I hope she didn't bore you with her books. There are more things than dreamt of than her philosophies.
No, I'm a fellow magic user. So for the few seconds that she was here before she got weirded out and walked away, it was actually pretty interesting.
She is interesting. That is essentially very true, and I'm sure it was having to do with your tattoos. That was how we met. And he kind of he's got a very light tunic on and would sort of reveal that there are 3 eyes on his chest. And if he touches it, you can see that it sort of spreads out over all of him. But only as he touches it. So you can see that it is sort of arcane as well. So it brings you up here looking for a fallen city.
Looking for a city, looking for some things that are buried in the city. I'm also looking for a person, a little bit of everything.
Got the holy trinity of an adventurer, I see.
It's never an adventure without at least 2 out of the 3.
And at least a couple of times that you get turned around. So, so are you making the delve into this fallen city?
Tried to make it once, didn't go quite as planned.
What happened?
A lot. Let's
Fair.
just leave it at a lot.
Fair enough. Are you looking for aid and help in going? Because I believe we were heading that way, and if you've been there before, we could always use someone who's been.
I mean, help would be appreciated. I know quite a bit, but I know enough to know I'm not dumb enough to try again by myself.
Well, you wouldn't be trying by yourself.
Well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing I'm looking for.
So, how long have you been in town?
Cody, how long have I been in town for?
So a expedition from Balin's Post to the Aor crash site, and you know what? Let's just check some things out. Because we got these handy dandy maps there. About, I forget the measurement, 80 miles? That doesn't sound right.
I think it was it was 10 per.
Oh, per foot. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
To 800.
So it was like
400 miles.
10 yeah.
It's 400 miles
Okay.
as the crow flies.
Yeah.
Which it does not.
It's not how you get there.
I suspect it is
No.
not how you get there.
Nope. I have a lot of things I do. Flying is not one of them.
Yeah. So you've been here, I'm gonna say probably a couple of months. Balin's Balin Post is a place where desperate people go to make money, make discoveries, and specifically because you have an interest in the plagues and ancient illnesses and things along those lines. You've probably been here for a while, and so that is my opinion. If you have another, you are welcome to share.
Been here for a few months.
Kez, your video's out.
Yeah, I know. I'm working with her on it.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
that's cool.
Sorry.
You're good.
You're okay. We had audio quality issues, and her Discord was apparently open twice, which is why it was popping and clicking and doing weird things. So yeah, we're good.
That'll do
Love
it.
figuring out
Yeah.
systems. It's so fun.
Yeah.
Right.
We have dealt with those kinds of weird tech issues on Discord before, and it's still a new medium to all of us.
Hey!
So you
I
look
see
so
that pretty
pretty,
face.
and you sounded much better. Right there. So we will, we'll keep an eye on that. Thank you.
So Nat's
You've
been here
a
for a
while.
couple months.
Yeah.
Excellent. Kenzie's gonna shrug off her coat, which now has an added duster frill, like to the top. that is the cloak of whatever the fuck, and she's gonna put it on the back and pull out her deck of cards and start shuffling. Are you a gambling man, Nat?
I might be. What's the bet?
Excellent. Let's fuck, I don't know how to gamble. Researching
Normally
characters is important,
we
kids.
do five gold a hand.
But since you're new, we're gonna take it easy on you and just say, how about 50 silver?
I mean, fair, but gold
Pevnost
is
in the
gold
background
and
just
silver, and I've never really been much one for either. More about research and things like that.
Oh, right. So you want to trade like secrets and books and stuff.
I'm a little more for that, yeah.
How about strip poker? You like that one? We can do that.
I came
Especially since he has like 4 pieces of clothing on. Absolutely.
No, he's gonna lose real fast based on the character.
Shut up,
art alone.
Brixa! I haven't won a card game in months. Let me have this.
But
I mean,
if
Doctrine
that's
doesn't
your
have that.
fancy,
Doctrine doesn't have much more clothes on either. So
fucking Pevnost doesn't.
Yeah, but
Pevnost doesn't
you're
either. He's
all
a
naked.
fucking-
Ew.
Well, but I don't want to
wear
see your
clothes.
wings anymore.
Naked and tattooed. I have so many layers. I have many layers on because I have pockets in every layer with books in. So like,
The
no,
men of
Keith,
this group are just naked and tattooed. It is great.
that is the episode title now. Amazing.
Mhm,
the worst
mhm.
part is Nat doesn't refuse. He is down.
Excellent. Let's play some trick poker to get this
Okay.
weird diseased man naked in a public place.
Let's find out what tattoos of diseases are on his dick. We were all
Syphilis
thinking
isn't
that.
on there.
Syphilis, that's why I'm asking. If syphilis is on the arm, what horrible things
Oh, God.
are below the
Hard
belt?
to get fist,
Maybe
my
nothing.
friend. Like,
Maybe nothing
Mm.
is. Maybe
okay,
nothing is down there.
that's too much.
So, go ahead and make a gambling check. Roll a d20. You can use either charisma or insight or wisdom. Charisma or wisdom, and you can add if you're proficient in the gambling implement, so cards being the current one. If you're proficient in cards, you add your proficiency bonus to it.
Yeah, there's. It's also specifically trick cards.
Okay.
So I'm looking them up. I'm trying to find it now, or what the hell that is. Like, maybe it's something that comes with.
If you want to try a deception check, I'll give you advantage on that.
I'm not sure. Like, it's. Never mind. Okay. Do charisma or wisdom. How? How is that a thing? How is she more wise than she's charismatic? I'm learning some things about Kenzie today.
Like she wants to see the tattooed man naked, and she just met him.
Well,
No, we already knew that. That was not a surprise.
it's a Megan character. I have one job on the ship. So,
And you do it so well.
I mean, thank you. That's a 13 for me, dog.
So what do I roll? My charisma, I guess, against
Yep.
that, because I
Yep.
am not proficient.
Just a flat charisma check.
I brought out my beautiful bloodstone from Norse Foundry for this, and I got 17.
You keep your pants this day, my friend.
You do keep your pants this day. So, if you guys are on the Roll20, I'm going to shift us over to the Isocross map as we discuss this. What I would like us to do real quick is we've got to plan your path
Yes.
here. So you can potentially charter a boat, which can take you part of the way. I will go ahead and let you know. Actually, Nat, roll me a percentile. And if you roll over 80%, that's what I'm looking for.
I rolled a 79.
Oh, I am so sorry. Okay, so Alawak's Sanctuary, while it appears on the map, does not appear on the character's map. You guys do not know what that is or why it exists.
Okay.
Or
Cool.
that it exists.
Or that it exists at all.
Correct.
Got it.
Yeah. The there have been enough attempts at expeditions to the Aoran crash site that you guys can know about that. If you all would make me, I'll take either investigation or history checks. No, just history checks.
History.
We're not still in the library. We ran away after we melted that guy's face.
All right, I'll tell you what I will take. I'll take history, or I will take a charisma-based investigation check, which is basically you going around and attempting to gather information by talking with people about the places that are and how to get there.
I will do that
Okay,
with a 12.
with the 12. Okay.
Will I make that check as well, or no?
Yeah,
Nice
you can
option.
make that as well. Yeah. And Nat, you've been here a little longer, so I'll give you advantage on that. You've probably made a couple of friends. Okay, Kenzie on a 5. Super smooth.
I got this many.
A 21 for history.
21 for history.
16 for investigation based off charisma.
Okay, 16 for investigation based off charisma for the rumor gathering. All right, transitioning us back to the map here. So, a couple of things you guys do know is that through ping, come on, there you go. Through these mountains here on the sides, and kind of through the southern area here, there are yetis that live, and they are not aggressive, but they seem to take an interest in people that travel through their area. On the far side, the Fortress of the Dead Jarl, you guys do know that there is a tribe of undead frost giants that and maybe living frost giants, something with frost giants, lots of frost giants up in that area in the mountains themselves. Surrounding the Aor crash site, there are reports of strange, dangerous protectors that are beyond the description of normal creatures. And while you guys start to plot your path, I'm gonna look up what the hell foreign is, because I didn't read that one.
It's when someone's not from your country, they're from another country.
Also,
and so-
really quick, Cody. This lava river
Yeah.
do we know of a specific crossing from the
You do
from
not.
the west over to the east for Aor crash site? So do we know how most people attempt to enter the Aor crash site? Is it from either through the Yetis or through the dead frost giants?
People go about it different ways. So the river of lava, right? The river Inferno, as it has been dubbed, is in its shortest area, half a mile across. So it's relatively big. No bridge is capable. No bridge since the crash of Aor has been built that survives the burning inferno.
Cool. Tight.
I believe Foreign, if I am looking, is the name of the island. So that's good. No new information there.
That makes sense.
Yep.
Because that is the one without a dot.
Without a
So
dot.
that
Yeah,
makes
right?
sense.
That's what I was thinking, but wasn't sure. So Foreign is the name of the place. River Inferno. Well, hold on. I'm looking at the River Inferno. The odd thing I see, I opened it, I immediately look. River Inferno Adventures. Cool. First line. The river itself is best avoided.
I mean, yeah, it's a
This is
fucking
like the
half
opening-
mile at the thinnest point, a half mile wide river of goddamn lava. Of course,
This-
it's best avoidable.
This feels like
Baby
this
bird.
feels like a Disney ride. Like, we're gonna ride the lava adventures.
Mm-hmm.
The villagers said to avoid it. It's like,
The
we're gonna go
river
whitewater raft.
inferno.
It's the backside of a lava waterfall.
And you're all dead now.
So y'all, go ahead.
You guys did well enough on your information gathering and your history checks. I'm gonna just read you this entry because one, it's glorious, and two, you deserve it. This odd mile-wide river of lava flows south to north across the length of Foreign. The River Inferno disappears at both its ends into the sea, springing up seemingly from nowhere. Most scholars believe that the river was created by the crash of Aor, though this theory has yet to be confirmed. It is clear that the river has ties to the elemental plane of fire, for fire elementals, magma mephits, and salamanders can occasionally be found along its banks. The River Inferno's lava has the destructive power one expects, though there is an exception. Ice and snow that fall into the lava remain intact. Bold explorers traveling north sometimes ride the river's floating icebergs to get to their destinations more quickly. The river flows at an impressive rate of 7 miles per hour.
Okay, can I
What
just say?
the fuck?
Yeah, that one. What the fuck? Two, the minute Cody looked away to read something, all of our cameras started switching places. And like signed off and signed on and moved. And it was like when a teacher turns around and all the students are like, pass the notes, switch seats, maybe she won't notice. Like, and then you look back and it stopped. Our stream is fucking haunted, and that was hilarious.
Fuck. Because
But
no,
what the
I was gonna ask earlier. I was like, where does this river come from?
Where'd it come from?
Because both ends are ocean, and it's lava, and
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh man.
All right, y'all. So maybe we don't come at it from the west. Maybe we come at it from the east and either fight a bunch of yetis or undead frost giants, which I'm kind of okay with them undead frost giants because I've never punched an undead frost giant in the face.
And you're looking to collect?
Yeah.
Add it to your list?
Yeah. I have a list of things that I punched in the face and that is not on it yet.
Well,
Welcome back,
time is
Steve.
of the essence, right? I mean, he's already been reborn, so we may want to do this as quickly as possible.
I go for fast. I agree on the quick. Whatever the dangers, it doesn't matter if we take a safer route. If then it's fucked by the time we get there.
I mean, to be fair, I think possibly the quickest one might also be the safest one with the Yetis.
On the way back, we can go punch some undead frost giants. Okay, they will still be undead when you get there.
Yeah,
They're not-
but
it's
it's
not like-
okay.
It's not like we can't bring them back for you and then let you punch them in the face.
All right. Only if I get a pinky promise that I can punch an undead frost giant on the way back.
Absolutely. Go pinky promise the new syphilis arm friend.
No, I have two of my old friends who put up pinkies for me, so I pinky promise both of them.
Immediately, Rixa then writes on a spare scrap of arm is undead frost giants Forbevnost. Fun. Like she's just like how do it's PVN for P.
PEVNOST, I think.
I got it right.
How I spell it.
Got it right.
So, but I'm wondering, what if we somehow charter fucking boat all the way over, and then we kind of have, to me, we got 3 points of contact. We can either try and cut straight through these mountains and just do some mountain hiking, or we can come down here to Foreign and then do some different mountain hiking, or we can come up here to the Fortress of the Dead Jarl and then do some other mountain hiking. There will be mountains involved no matter what, but Foreign up.
Do you know traveling through the mountains is at least 3 times, it takes 3 times as long to go the same distance.
Oof. Alternatively, if any of y'all can make giant eyes, then we can maybe...
Yeah, apparently you just need to gather up enough of it and toss it in for it to stick, for it to just be like, well, we're fine.
Yeah. So, I mean, I know I sure cannot make giant ass.
Here's the question.
If any of y'all can.
Do you guys want to redo the Mustafar fight from Revenge of the Sith? Or not?
No.
No.
Always.
No.
No, thank you.
Always.
I'm fine.
This is the group. We are Anakin. You understand that, right?
But then afterwards, we get to be really dramatic and like wear capes.
How dare you assume that we are not already doing that?
Exactly.
Because none of y'all have mentioned fucking capes in your character descriptions for weeks now.
I just said that she did, and I just said at the beginning of this that I had that creepy man's cape, and we scried with
but you didn't say you wore it.
Well,
okay.
That's a given. It's me. I wear.
Okay, do we need to reroll to
capes
see if they're possessed?
That's a character. But no, like my characters wear the creepy capes that we find. It's known, Khaleesi.
Okay, were Matthew's eyes supposed to boil out of his head because he like wore this fucking cloak?
That's fine.
I have a question about the map.
Yes.
Good question.
Okay. So there's this little spot from Foreign to the crash site.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like there's space between
Right
the
here.
Along the bank.
mountains and yeah. Is that enough that we could travel it, or is it not?
The bank of the river is enough that you could travel it.
That is my vote. My vote is we come in through Foreign, hug the mountains, and then get to the crash site.
We will, if we're unlucky, if what I remember us reading / hearing about was right, we might come across fire elementals, lava mephits, and salamanders. If we do that, that is the risk in doing so.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it because I've also not punched any of them. So I'm willing to punch all of them. But I'm okay with any of them as long as I get to punch some.
Hey, new guy, what do you think?
Well, last time we came here, we did exactly that. We didn't want to chance the mountains. On top of that, if you're going into an expedition to try to get in, taking things out through the mountains is almost impossible. It's probably just better to hug along the river and deal with the salamanders and things like that.
Can you make miles of ice? New
No.
person. Oh, well.
We're not doing that.
Make me a history check, Nat.
Stop trying to make ice flows the thing.
10.
So there, you can gather up glaciers from out at sea and pull them onto the lava, and it'll go that way. Or from these, from the cliff face, or from the mountains, or from the mountains. You can usually find frozen glaciers, and occasionally just snow accumulating on the River Inferno doesn't melt, and it gathers together into a glacier.
Okay, guys, so if you do want to try to cross the River Inferno, which I personally don't recommend, but it does seem like whatever is bunching everyone's pants here today.
So just for reference, traveling on the river is more than twice as fast as traveling through just across land. So.
Yeah, because it travels, you said, what, at like 7 miles an hour?
Right, and on a road, a normal party does 3 miles an hour.
Yeah, 7 miles an hour is like fast as shit.
In D&D world?
Yeah, in D&D world, that's fast as shit.
Yeah, so. You guys do not have to. You can come through Foreign and then up around the mountains. Just from a DM perspective, for saving time, going through the mountains is going to be extremely treacherous and slow.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, that would be one hell of a story, but I do understand that is also probably the most dangerous thing we can do, because if for some reason we fall off the ice, we die. We just die. They ain't no fixing that. It's just you fall, death.
Mm-hmm.
Before we leave, would it be possible to look in town to buy some Featherfall tokens of some kind?
But it's less about falling itself that kills you, and more that you're falling directly into a river of lava.
Yes, but the Featherfall gives you more time to possibly catch yourself if you slow down on the way. There's like branches. Nothing.
Listen, if anybody
Doubt
starts
it.
falling, I
It'll
can
give him more time to
probably
catch.
them.
It'll give him more time to catch.
I mean, only if we're like up. But if we ain't up and
That's
we're
fair.
like we're like boat level.
That's true. Yes, good.
If I can
That is
ask, what is you all's rush anyway?
Oh, at the end of the world.
Well, we kind of killed something, and its spirit inhabited this orb, and now it's alive again, and we're here to stop it.
Actually brings me to a thought. You said you were looking for someone.
I am.
What does this someone look like? Would you describe them like you?
You're just
Oh no.
trying to push her into a corner.
Actually, exactly like me. It's my twin.
No, it didn't look exactly like.
How old is this twin of yours? Is this twin of yours like a week and a half old?
No.
Do you know how twins work?
Listen, I'm just saying, if we were fighting something that looked very similar to this man right here, and I'm just checking.
Okay, what you fought, was it a kind of looks like me, smiles like this? Grave cleric?
Oh no, not a cleric. Nothing
No.
holy near that nonsense.
Okay, then that
I mean,
wasn't my twin.
I think he did have the name Father in his name, so like there was probably some deity involved at some point. But
Oh no,
It felt more unholy.
well,
Come-
yeah.
no. My brother's a cleric to the Raven Queen.
Oh no, then that's nothing. That's not this.
No, I feel like this is the Raven Queen, if I remember correctly, who's not just going to let people live and die over. Actually, your brother's deity may have problems with this guy because he keeps being reborn into
I'm
this
sure.
thing.
I'm sure the queen
Probably.
would love
To bring him
this
in?
one. Yes.
Yep.
If I knew
We can
anything about
help.
her.
Yep. Let's garner favor with the Raven Queen, please.
I mean, if we can find Matt, that would be. We can definitely work on that. But
I'm so
Wait,
sorry.
wait.
Yep,
Your
what
your
the-
names are Matt and Nat.
Nathaniel and Matthew, yeah.
That's slightly better,
Nathaniel?
but
Or Matthew. Feel like your parents were a little short-sighted on that one.
Yeah, why would your parents do that to you? And
Parents
Yeah,
were
also,
farmers.
Matthew is
You're
a
lucky they
horrible
could
name.
spell.
Matthew is terrible.
Just the worst name.
oh no,
Never
all
met a
Matthews
Matthew
are
that turned out
horrible.
okay.
I never met a
Never.
Matthew I didn't hate on sight. So, it is what it is.
Your childhood must have been very stressful.
Have you met him? Of course it was.
I know. I just want to hug you, but quarantine and
Well,
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, why do you guys go by those nicknames, not your full names?
I just prefer the nicknames. It's easier. He goes by Belmont sometimes. He's got this real edgelord thing going on for a bit. I think it's a phase.
Huh.
I'm uncomfortable with what you, the man with syphilis casually written on his arm, would consider edgelord. Just
All right, Lord Byron, calm the fuck down.
I never claimed to be anything I am not. Fuck you! I'm inventing sci-fi
No,
over
not
here.
you,
Okay, I'm very-
fucking syphilis
oh.
arm down here.
Okay, I thought you were talking about me.
No.
I'm Mary Shelley, bitch.
Yeah.
Well,
What's the plan, team?
yeah, so, Kenzie, we were just saying that if we go on the river, that it is twice as fast as us doing anything else.
Right. No, I hear you on that one. I want you to walk me through the stages of if, though.
If what?
I want you to... No, the if we ride on the river. I want you to walk me through the stages of if. I want you to say them out loud, and I want you to hear them.
No, I mean we go collect an iceberg from either the ocean or this right here, and then we put it on the river after climbing up on it, and then we go. That's it. That's it.
That's
think
just
we're all
4
fine.
things.
We're all fine with this.
I mean, no, I was just saying that we were. That
Not
is
you,
what we were
dipshit. I want the
discussing.
rest of them to start
I
talking.
was just saying that's
Any
what
of
we
the
were
rest of you
discussing.
that aren't giant like fucking meat shields and punch things for a living, you smarty spellcaster fucks. Y'all have nothing to say about this?
I am
Surfing down
a
the fucking-
smarty spellcaster too.
You are many things. Bevnost, you are many things. We're gonna get to those later. Now, y'all three, you got nothing to say about this wizard of an idea of just ice melt skating down a fucking lava flow.
Pepnos, have we seen you cast a spell?
Yes, I have.
Yes.
cast false life on myself twice.
Several times.
This many
Twice.
Okay, well, there you go.
Both combats we've had. False life.
At least during this camp, like as far as this campaign is considered, we've only seen it twice. We've seen it dozens of times.
Yeah, you guys have
beforehand.
seen it a couple of times.
Yeah. Answer me.
You can honestly look at me and not think I've done shit equally stupid.
All right, you two. I'm not really liking my chances on this one, but
What's your...
Listen, I think
You think. Yes, we know. You think ad nauseum.
ooh,
And we love those thoughts. They're so charming.
can y'all focus on the problem here?
yes, I did. I just flipped him off.
Oh dear God. How are we getting to that damn crash site? Do you want to go up the lava flow?
I don't want to do any of it, but I also think we probably need to get there fast.
Yeah.
I
the
don't
faster
see
the better.
another way.
You can.
Where I am with it.
Well, I will narrow down choices for you guys.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So what seems to be the two fastest ways are to skate the ice flow. By my calculations, it's about 37 hours. Right? The other one is charter a boat from Balin's post along the western side up here,
Really?
and then across. Because that is...
Really?
Well, because by boat, I can look up the travel rate. It's about 500 miles along the shoreline, right? And then about a day to the river, across the river, right there.
Yeah, what is it to go up to Foreign from where we are?
It's about 650 miles ish by boat,
Mm-hmm.
and then
And then you still have to do the walking.
and then like 90 by walk, and then around the river another 60 miles or so.
Yeah.
That is, but if we are approaching it from the east, that is the quickest way, as opposed to, although actually, no, it would be quicker for us to just dock right here on the east of the Aor crash site
Mm-hmm.
and plow through those mountains, because even though it's twice as slow, it's still less mileage.
Mm-hmm.
And so that 8 miles, those 80 miles worth versus the 120, 150.
The catty corner.
Yeah, versus the 200 miles is better. So if we want to approach it
what
from the
if-
east, we're going straight across those mountains. If we want to do anything else, it involves lava.
What if we just cross? This is a weird one. What if we just cross from Balin here? I'm not great at drawing. Go north. So what if we never get on a boat?
And
Just cross
go-
the lava now, as soon as we can, and then follow that up.
No.
You
Sure,
could.
that-ish.
Yeah,
mean,
we could.
You could. You could just.
What is that?
You could just cross the if you're. So here's the thing.
Especially, we could cross it right here.
If you cross the River Inferno, you might as well ride it
Yeah.
because you're gonna travel at less
It's gonna
than
do
half
that
the
anyway.
speed. Yeah, it's you're going more than twice as fast.
Yeah.
So.
And at that point,
Yep.
because it's at least a mile long, then we have to get a large enough ice flow to be
Yeah.
able to basically ride it across
Fuck.
anyway.
Okay.
So I mean, like
Megan is fine with this. Kenzie is not.
well, no, like the other thing is like if we are on that ice, if we are riding the river, anything that goes wrong means death. Pevnost will
No,
not
I agree
say
with that.
Like Pevnost will not say that because riding ice down a lava river twice
Sounds
as
baller.
fast as human travel is the coolest story to tell. But
No one's going to be allowed to
anything
tell
that
it,
goes-
Pevnops.
yeah, anything that goes wrong means just if a die roll goes poorly, somebody dies. So my Matthew's vote is go around and accost Aor from the east. Preferably just going across the mountains entirely and avoiding the fire river, because lava mephits, fire elementals, and salamanders
Yeah.
are not the easiest thing to fight, especially next to a river of lava.
Or whilst on a river of lava.
Especially that one. Yeah.
River is lava. That's my vote as
So-
well.
Listen,
I know it's
Caitlin has
longer,
been
but-
preparing for a massive game of The Floor is Lava for her whole life. She's excited about that. Weirdly, Rixa doesn't
We're
want her
playing-
books
we're
on
playing-
the fire. We're playing True American.
Alexandrian.
True Exandrian.
Alexandrian.
Yeah. Yes, we are.
So yeah, maybe we just go east, and then if whoever charters us will, we just dock right here on the east side of
I
AR.
will go ahead and let you guys know you cannot dock along these shoals because
Okay.
that's a rocky cliff face right there.
Oh.
That there's no place for you to get ashore.
Got it.
So we would have to go in through
It
foreign.
would have to be through foreign, and then either we dock here and just cross these mountains,
Right.
or do the
or
swing around.
we do the swing around.
Yep.
Crossing the mountains is probably still quicker. It is still quicker because it's 160 miles of travel with the double, with
It's
half speed.
Triple.
Oh, it's triple.
Going through mountains
Then it is about the same.
is 3 times as long.
So 180 or 120 miles plus another 25.
I feel like this may boil down to the difference between if that thing matures all the way while we're getting there or not.
That's not something we can help.
But that's not like that's the thing is like yeah, let's
Shucks.
just yeah.
I would still vote go through the mountains because Yetis, we've heard that the Yetis are not necessarily absolutely hostile. They are interested in adventurers, but not hostile. Fire elementals will be. Just full stop.
Yeah.
Lava mephits and salamanders will be.
Okay.
Cool. We
This
can
is-
do that.
So you guys want to sail around?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is a safe, smart way to do it.
You all sound so annoyed.
Hevnost is just sad.
We are annoyed because if we get there and things are too late because we didn't decide to do the stupid travel thing, that sucks. Like
No. Because how we roll, we will die in that
no,
damn
I'm
roll.
aware.
But also,
And the
also,
last
like,
thing you will see from me on this stream is me Terminating all the way down.
but also the thing is, like, if we go across this lava flow and
Yeah.
we die, but it isn't mature yet, like it's gonna mature before the next adventurers get there. And if we take a little bit longer and it's a little bit more mature, then
I'm on
we've
board.
killed it once. We can
Yes.
kill it again.
I was clarifying for Cody why we all seemed frustrated.
Well, it's and also because
there's many
it's
reasons.
so cool.
Yeah.
I know.
I know.
This is the
You know
this
what's
is
cool? Respecting your elders.
All right.
not in today's climate. It's not.
Depends on the
So
elders.
boat.
Boat.
We boat ride.
She also makes a promise to Pevnos. Instead of Viking funeral, when it's time for you to go, we just put you in an ice floe and let you lava surf until it melts. It'll be great. It'll be amazing. We will tell your story. Okay.
Perfect.
All right, guys. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back at 9:30. We're going to give all of our systems a chance to reboot and reset. And then when we come back, we will continue the adventure. So thank you guys for hanging out with us. We'll see you in just a few minutes. But until then, stay tuned. Good evening, everyone, and welcome back. We are Random Encounter Productions. I'm Cody Stone. With me tonight, we have
Keith Traper, who's playing Doctrine Fallen Dreamer, the Asimar favored soul sorcerer.
Caitlin, who's playing Rixa, the creation bard / rune child sorcerer and multi-class tiefling.
Megan, I'm playing Kenzie Wild, the human gunslinger.
And I'm
You,
Matthew.
Matt, talk.
And I'm Matthew, playing Pevnost, the barbarian wizardman.
And I'm Kez, and I'm playing Nat, the human plague mage sorcerer.
great job, guys. So, you guys have gathered.
Wizardman.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. You guys have gathered up your things. You've found a charter. It is an expensive charter. Sailing around the Isle is almost as dangerous as traveling through it due to all of the icebergs and the ice flows. And so you guys are you're struggling to find somebody that is going to take you all the way around. But you eventually do find somebody to make that journey for you. Okay. You get the charter. We're just gonna go with that because I just looked up what another place was, and it's fine. We're moving on.
I mean, we got nonsense amounts of money and gold. We can just
yes, you throw
make it
money
rain
at
on
the
a
problem.
boat real quick.
And if money won't solve it, we just get them to drop us off right here.
Okay.
We fucking walk the rest of the way.
Wait, where? I didn't see where you.
Right here in the nipple. This little.
Well, luckily you don't need the nipple. I was looking at the who
Actually,
ran.
you do. You usually do.
What were you looking at, Cody?
Who ran Cyrinlia, and I was like, is this a different, like, are they at war? Do I need to not? Whatever.
How did you do that?
Oh, the
Oh,
drawing?
that was Keith.
Yeah.
That was Keith.
Yeah, how'd you get those pink lines?
That was Keith, and he used the second
used the
tool.
freehand
is
tool.
the freehand tool. Yeah.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah.
I need to spend an afternoon with Roll20 and just draw on this thing and see what the fuck. Okay.
Mm-hmm. But you guys are, in fact, able to leave from Balin's post around the edge there, up between Altcell and Cyrinlia, out to sea and around to Foreign. So from there, you guys have begun to travel across the ice and the frozen plains. As you do so, I would like all of you to roll me a percentile, please.
Shite.
Was that the you guys did want to go across the plains, right? Or you wanted to go through the mountains?
No, we wanted to go through the mountains.
Through the mountains.
Through
Through the mountains.
Okay.
Secret
these
tunnel.
here mountains. Like that, I think.
And
Okay.
for the record, when we're on the boat to pass time, Kenzie is just playing trick poker with Nat as many times as he'll play.
Okay.
He will happily play every single time.
Yeah.
Still rolling that percentile.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't want to. Percentiles make me sad. Caitlin, you look epic as fuck right now.
True.
Oh, she's
You're
muted.
muted.
I said thank you so much. I was cold, so I put on a hood and Here we
No,
are.
like your
looking-
lighting and everything. You just look.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Love you.
Oh no! Please don't tell me I just wasted this. Okay.
100? Did you roll 100?
No,
Damn it.
I thought it was a 69. It's not.
Oh.
Okay.
Shit.
So I see a 50 from Nathaniel, 81 from Pevnos, 64 from Rixa. What did the other two get? 56 from Kenzie and 70 from Dokrin. Got it. Mhm, 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 mhm. As you guys are traveling, you begin to ascend and work your way through the mountain. And it is a slow, dangerous trek as you guys are traveling through there. I would like to do a skill challenge for just the bulk of this travel. Acceptable skills for navigating through the mountains are survival, perception, investigation, athletics, acrobatics, and then that's what I think is appropriate. If you guys and nature. So I would just like you guys to choose a skill and tell me about how you are utilizing it as you're traveling through these mountains.
Okay.
Can we start at the top with Doctrine?
Can you tell me what those skills were again? You
Yeah.
said nature.
Nature, survival,
Survival.
athletics, perception, um,
Investigation.
investigation,
Acrobatics.
acrobatics. I think that was it.
I think that was it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
I'm just-
stealth.
Gonna use nature.
Nature. Okay. Yeah, roll me a nature check.
Well, you know what I'm also gonna do on top of rolling an 8 for my nature check?
Hmm.
I'm going to be using my favor of the gods to roll. This is a saving throw?
No, just a check.
Then I cannot. So I
Okay.
roll an 8.
Okay. Sounds good. Up next, Rixa.
You said investigation was one of them?
Yeah, I'll take investigation.
Good. I will absolutely do an investigation check because it's the only one of these that isn't a +1.
Mhm.
And just to keep an eye out for the path of least resistance, I guess. Ooh, yeah. 21.
Okay. Sounds good. Kenzie?
Yeah, she got the scope out. She's doing perception for an 18.
Okay. Sounds good. Nat?
He's going to kind of use his survival knowledge of mosses, kind of decaying animals, and see what paths to avoid.
Okay.
Things where things might have died. For a 21.
Okay. Nicely done. And Pevnost?
Athletics, baby. He's gonna be climbing shit
Mm-hmm.
and helping people climb shit.
Okay.
23.
23. You guys are doing a wonderful job making your way through the mountains. You did at one point hit a what was miscategorized as solid rock ended up being some loose ice that under the Pevnos weight was took a slight bit of a tumble. It delayed you guys not much, a couple of hours, as you make your way back up and out of one of the crevasses. Traveling across the mountains there is going to take you, I think it's like 6 days, something along those lines. I believe it was 3 or 4 days. Yeah. So 180. It's like a week. Yeah. So I'll do that math in just a minute. But as you guys are making your way in and through the mountains, you've seen a number of goats that climb along the rock faces, hopping and leaping and devouring the small bits of vegetation as they are working their way. And so you've laid eyes on what is a small family of them, probably 8 to 10 goats on the sides of this cliff face. And for some reason, as you guys are low in the mountain valley at this point, you've been up some cliff faces, you've been down through some. It is very slow going. There are no mountain passes through these mountains, so sometimes you have to just sheer face climb. You're watching, and Kenzie, through the scope, probably 200 feet away, you watch this goat sort of goat head around, and then it lets out a bay that you just sort of watch its mouth open. You don't really hear it. It's pretty far away. And then suddenly all the goats begin to leap and hurtle. They begin basically running, stampeding away from you guys. What would you guys like to do?
I would like to tell everybody that.
Are they scared of us or something else?
Can I look around? Can I
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
percept?
Yeah, you guys can make you can make a perception check. Pevnost, if you want to try to make a insight check at disadvantage on the goat, because I don't know that you
Hell yeah!
know how to read goat.
I'm a goat whisperer.
Okay.
Please be a goat whisperer, please.
An 11.
An 11. You are not sure. Uh-oh, Kenzie did
Nat
something.
20 on perception
Hell yeah!
for 26.
Oh hell yeah!
Kenzie, as you are watching, you realize that there's something along that mountain face that is shaking or vibrating. There's something happening beneath the feet of the goats, beneath their hooves, that has spooked them. And it seems to be coming your way. And it looks like it's moving pretty fast. What would you guys like to do?
Can I
Taking the girls out.
Can I have said that it is fairly common standard practice that at the start of each day, Docrin will have talked to everyone
Yeah.
for a good 10 minutes for an extra 13 temp hit points.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Because that is the only way Dockerin could get us to listen to him for 10 minutes. Well, thank you.
I am going to cast. I'm gonna look at my gloves for a minute and whisper to myself. Touch. Cast long stride. So my speed is increased by 10 feet until the spell ends an hour from.
Okay.
So that's 3 spells we've seen him cast. 3.
My speed is now 50 feet around. I am the fastest hillbilly out west.
Okay. Well, that's a life goal accomplished for Matthew.
Hell yeah.
So yes, you absolutely can do that. You do that. That does happen.
Do.
I'm gonna mage armor up because whatever is coming is probably faster than me and is scaring those goats.
Yep.
I would also like to offer to my 3 allies, with the exception of the one who was, saying how sturdy he was, and just cast a spell on himself. 10 hit points from the aid spell.
Thank you.
Aid.
I rolled a 10, so
Ooh.
both of the other sorcerers and the person with the guns, Matthew, you don't get any.
I don't want your
20.
I don't want your aid.
Great.
I think because of just scouting purposes that Kenzie is up front.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will also be running. Rixa will run up to Kenzie and grab her by the shoulder and say, if you have to take the shot, make sure it's good and inspiration. To make sure it's really good.
Okay.
So forget if you use that, you have extra ways you can use it. So
And I will ask you when I do.
yeah, I'm just gonna copy paste and send it to you
Oh,
so that you can
or I guess you could be smart about it. Whatever. It's fine.
Apparently, all I do is think, according to Keith. That's all I do is just think ad nauseum.
Hey, now, not Keith.
Terrible insult.
Not Keith. Doc.
Docrin. And Docrin thinks that about Rixa.
Did I fucking stutter?
So,
I'm sorry, which one of us is a published author?
best-selling published author.
Oh,
Ooh.
Okay, it's not about me.
Released
That
on
was last night.
how many platforms?
Shut up, move. We're going. I love you all. It's not about me.
So, if you guys look at the roll 20, you guys you should all be able to move your tokens.
Make sure to move us onto that map.
I think I just did.
Yeah, we're not on that map.
Okay, there we go. Yep, now you just
I'm
did.
not on that map. I have to manually
You
move
have to
myself
move
over.
you. Yeah.
You
I got
do
it. I
have-
found us.
Okay.
I found us. Thank you.
Whoa. Stop. Not you. Sorry. Stop. Laptop.
Okay. As you are there, I need to double check something. You hear the rock begin to tremble and break as it begins to shatter. You can see the ice and the snow beginning to crumble down that rock face, and for a brief moment you fear the impending avalanche. You guys are all happy with your placement?
Yep.
Okay. Then, bursting out of the rock. First, it seems quite small, but you suddenly begin to see the emergence of a frozen worm.
Oh.
I would like all of you to flip for initiative.
Oh boy.
Oh, I forgot. Ow.
Cool. Tight. Yeah.
The mightiest of numbers.
A 9. I got a 6. Okay. Looks like Jacks are up first. Unless...
Sorry.
There it is. There's Pevnos. I was like, there's somebody missing. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Kenzie, I'm pretty sure you beat Nat on Dex. If not, we've done
I
something
do now. I'm at a 5.
terribly wrong. Kenzie, you are up first.
Okay, so on this map, the squares are 5.
They are 5, yes.
Dope. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bingo boingo. Let's shoot a worm, kids.
A 40-foot worm.
Huh? Okay. So she has wherever and whenever out
Mm-hmm.
for absolutely no reason. That's a 22 to 22 to hit.
22 does hit.
Okay, so that's first shot. And the second shot's a nat 17. It'll hit.
Okay.
Let me do this on roll. The roll. Okay, so first shot. Screw you, D20. Why are you like this? So 8 damage on the first one.
Okay. 8 points of damage. Sounds good.
It's all magical if it matters.
Okay.
And then better. 17 on the second.
17 on the second. So that is a total of 25 points of damage.
Yep.
Okay.
And she's done.
Sounds good. I'm going to use the red to count up the amount of damage the worm has suffered. There we go. After Kenzie is Nat.
All right. Do I know if purple worms are immune or resistant to poison? Or not purple worms, this frost worm thing.
You will have to use a bonus action to make a nature check or a history check to find out.
Will do. I'll use my bonus action for that.
Okay.
That is a nat 20.
A nat 20.
Nice.
Yes.
Nicely
Hell
done.
yeah.
So frost worms, the only resistance or immunity that they have is to cold.
Okay.
You also know that they are vulnerable to fire. And
Good to
they literally freeze the air around them. And when they die, bad things happen.
Okay.
Sometimes they're called screaming worms because they have a specialty scream attack.
Because they scream.
Yep.
Okay,
That's-
I'm obviously going to let the party know about that. All of that.
Made my
Because
worm
those are
too fat.
important things.
Those are
No,
important.
Well,
Wait, what? These things scream.
they can.
I mean, same.
Shit.
My apologies. There we go. There's a better framing of the D20 there. Okay.
All
so
right.
what are you
So
up
I'm
to,
gonna
Kenzie?
move.
Mm-hmm.
Kenzie or Nat?
You.
Me. Okay. I have told them I have moved and I am going to Scorching Ray this thing.
Okay. Scorching Ray.
And while I'm at it, I'm actually going to spend one of my sorcerer points to do something that Nat is capable of doing, and you guys are going to get to see now, where we're going to add Disease Touch to the spell.
Ooh, very cool.
Tell us, what does disease touch do?
Basically, when he casts a spell, disease spell, when he casts a spell, he can inflict a debilitating disease to the spell. The target affected by the disease spell must make a separate Constitution saving throw or gain the poison condition and take an extra 1d4 poison damage at the start of every turn for a minute.
Nicely done. All right, let's see if it hits.
That was also a nat 20. Nat wants this thing dead.
Okay, well, let's do it.
That's why he's called Nat, y'all. What's up? Okay.
Okay, so you need a Constitution saving throw?
I do, and then I'm going to go ahead and roll that Scorching Ray damage.
Mm-hmm. That is a 25 to save.
Yeah, he definitely made that.
We know 25 saves. But go ahead and roll us some damage on the Frostworm.
And is Scorching Ray the one
It
that
is go.
multiple attack roll?
I'm only rolling the first level Scorching Ray. I'm not rolling beyond that.
Ah.
So it's just the 2d6, which came out to be a 7 for him.
Okay. 7 points of damage.
Doubled.
Doubled to
'Cause it
4.
was crit.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So that is 14, doubled to 28. So it showed 7 on the dice. Is that correct?
Yes.
Great. Okay. So, damage updated. Up next, we have... Who's next?
Docret.
Docran. Do it.
Seeing how well the fire worked against the worm, he is going to just fall hard and fast on his sorcery tradition. Guess fireball.
Yeah. Okay.
Hell yeah.
So, hold on. Before we continue, Nat, you actually create 3 rays when casting it
I
at
create
second,
3.
at second level. Yeah, but you need an
Okay.
attack roll for each one.
Okay, so that was the first one.
Go for it.
So let me do the other 2.
Yeah, please.
The second one was a nat 1.
Okay. The duality of men.
And the third one was a 16 plus 6.
So the third one will hit.
And that one's going to be 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay. 9 damage up to 18. Over the 53, 60, 71. I do math so good. Okay. So.
That scorching ray looks like it burns in ways it probably shouldn't.
That's uncomfortable. But the worm is not susceptible to that burning. He resisted. He also rolled a natural 20.
Ray.
Yeah. He actually rolled a nat 20 on the dexterity saving throw, Bevnos, but you still do half damage, which is actually full damage, so go ahead and roll it.
I also am casting that at a 4th level.
4th level. Okay, so an extra d6.
So 96.
Mm-hmm.
26 halved and then doubled. So 26.
So 26. Okay. Who's up next?
Next is Pevnar.
All right, Pevnos, let's do it.
This is a cool thing. Never punched before, so he rages and runs forward and punches.
Nice.
And then so he's going to punch.
Mhm.
Which 22 for both of them.
22 does hit for both of them.
Oh. $29 points of damage total.
Okay, 29 points of damage total. That is...
And then I will have been on the back corner of him so that maybe he screams just at me, not at my friends who are all clumped together.
Okay. And I believe it is now Frostworm time. Yes, Frostworm time. All right. So, with the Frostworm having been really burned a lot and not happy about it, first up, Pevnost, when you hit with your melee attacks, you are going to take 3d6 cold damage for each hit. So, that is... the first one is 9 points of cold damage. The second one is 7 points of cold damage, for a total of 16 points of cold damage.
Cool.
And then... Oh. It is going to use its Trill attack. So, I need everybody within 60 feet. Guess what? That's all of you. to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Now that is a saving throw, right?
Mm-hmm. That is a saving throw. DC of 20. So.
Natural 20.
I did not.
DC of what?
What does the inspiration do on saves?
You can open faster. Too many pages. So you can if you're doing an ability check, this is a saving throw. You can add it to the saving throw. You can add it to a saving throw and gain temporary hit points. And gain temporary hit points equal to whatever you rolled.
So I add it to the save and I get 10 hit points?
And you get 10 hit points.
But you already have 13 temp hit points, and you won't roll higher than that, so they don't stack.
That's why I suddenly had 23 and I was incorrect. So 13.
Yeah, because the
aid didn't stack. Got it.
Well, aid
is permanent hit points for 8 hours.
Aid increases your level.
Increases
for 24 hours.
8 hours.
Something. 8 hours, whatever.
Got it.
Fuck it, we're using luck, girl. Okay, I got 3 of them. That didn't work. Okay. And it's a what save?
Wisdom.
Yes! Beats it! Worm!
Okay, who failed the DC 20 wisdom saving throw? I see.
DC 20? Oh, I failed hard.
Okay. So.
Not as hard as Nat and I.
Oh.
I see that.
Okay.
They both rolled 4s.
Ugh. All right.
I'll tell your story.
So, those of you that failed, you are stunned for 1 minute. You can repeat the saving throw each time you take damage and at the end of each of your turns, ending the effect on itself on a success. Once a creature successfully saves against this effect, or if this effect ends for it, the creature is immune to the trill of all frostworms for the next 24 hours. Frostworms are immune to their effect. So, as it opens up, it's sort of purpley, but yet multi-toothed maw, and it begins to spread open. You guys hear this very high-pitched sort of, and it settles into the brain of 3 of you, knocking you into a stunned stupor. Now, it's going to shift to be right here. Yes.
Beach, I punch it.
It has not left your threatened area.
It's 40 feet?
Still?
Yeah. Look at that.
Yeah, but that's a flat picture on.
It's a long worm.
Well, that's fair.
I don't have one that's just like a breadstick of a worm, dude. It's
like this tiny little worm face.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that, like, in the picture, it's reared up in a vertical nature, but I'm using it to identify.
Yeah, I know.
Because that is the size of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so it goes down there. I guess whatever it does, it's gonna bite you, Matthew.
Okay.
Yeah, its head is still by you. I don't know.
Sure. Fucking right, it's fine.
It's a nope
I'm
building.
not sure if
Okay.
I have the worst sending.
Okay, so here it is. It is going to make the bite attack against Matthew. Rolling that, so that is 9 plus 15 for a 24 to hit.
Yeah. It has a plus 15, so no matter what it rolls, it will hit.
Okay. Good to know. Yes, it does.
Oh.
Huh.
So glad I gave you that ring. Jesus.
It's a plus 15.
No, that wasn't me being bitchy. It was like,
It is going to deal.
a little front flyer. Hey, Reed!
Hey, thank you, Ray.
you for coming,
everybody.
friends.
Thank you.
We're fighting a worm.
Yes, you are. You are fighting a worm. So that is 17 points of piercing damage plus 14 points of frozen damage. Thank you guys for the raid. Sorry, putting our faces back up. I was rolling some dice at the moment. So that was a total of 31 points of damage.
And I take 23 of that because the
Piercing
17
is reduced. Yep.
have to.
Thank you for doing the math. I also need a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. I will have advantage on this, presuming that I can see the worm.
Mm-hmm.
A 16.
16 does not save.
I am eaten. Eat me.
You are eaten. You are
Eat me.
eaten. You are blinded and restrained. You have total cover. Other effects outside the worm. And you're going to take some damage at the start of your turn. So that is it for the worm. New round? New round.
I get
no,
I didn't
Rixa.
go. I get to make a
Rixa,
save.
Please, Rixa.
I am stunned. I just need to make a save.
Yes, please.
I will fail this save.
Well,
I did fail this save.
Okay. New round.
And now I'm gonna spend my turn making another save because I got an ace.
Okay.
Hold on.
I failed.
Okay.
I
While
have a
we're saving,
+0 wisdom, so I'm gonna keep
Oof.
in
failing.
case anybody here, because I believe there's not usually things going on Sundays on Random Encounter Productions, correct?
That's correct. Yeah.
But on Sundays, you could check out the original world created by our lovely raider. It's Ben Pie.
Hey,
It's
Ben Pie.
What you playing in?
I do play in that.
That's
He
awesome.
has a homebrew world that he has created that is loosely based off of a young adult fantasy novel series. It's a lot of fun. I'm on that on Sundays, and all of it is available on his YouTube channel as well. Just like you can find all of this content on the Random Encounter Productions YouTube.
Yeah. Nicely done. Okay. Who is up?
what did the big bad worm?
9.
Flip.
Worm
Rick's
is on a
9.
9.
Rix is first with the ace.
Rixa rolled her.
I rolled my
saving
save.
throw.
I failed my save.
Kenzie.
So now it's Kenzie.
Dope. I'm going to holster the girls and pull out regulator
Mount up.
and mount up. Because I've had enough of this shenanigans, quite frankly. Roll. Fell out of my hand. Okay. Okay, for a dirty 20.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Regulators. 2d12 plus 5. Mwah! Gotta love gunslingers, man. This is dumb. 19 damage.
Okay, 19 points of damage.
Okay,
Then
she's
your
going
second
to-
action reloads.
Yep. And then she's going to action surge.
Okay.
Uh, 24
To hit or?
to hit.
Definitely hits.
I just like saying it. Dirty 20 on damage.
Okay. So, ooh.
And then, do I get 2 actions?
You
No,
get-
I would get 2 attacks.
You would
one
get
more
2
action.
attacks. Yeah, not another action.
So she's gonna have to reload on the next one. Thank you.
Okay. After Kenzie. Go for it. Pevnost.
Do I?
So Pevnost,
Is
at the start of your turn, you are going to take some acid and some cold damage. When you take damage, you get to make a saving throw.
Cool. Saving.
So we'll treat these as separate. So it's 10 points of acid damage, 10 points of cold damage. You don't reduce those, so you take the
Nope.
full amount for each.
Yup.
Next time I shoot him, please remind me that I have sharpshooter things to do to him.
Don't
Okay.
forget you can use your grip.
Damn it.
Okay. So you can make now 3 saving throws.
What kind of?
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh Jesus!
Wait,
Right.
Oh wait, no. You saved.
I'm
You're not
inside
stunned.
it. And I also saved. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So dexterity saving throw would be swallowed. Good job, Matt. Oh, there we go. Actually, hold on. Because Kenzie
Does it
shot.
have to try and regurgitate me?
Yeah, because Kenzie shot it a bunch. It does have to make a save or spit you up.
Hell yeah!
A 6 plus its 12 Constitution. DC is 20 for it, so it fails. So it does spit you up.
Do I get those 20 hit points back?
You do.
Yes.
You get those 20 hit points back.
Oh my god.
As you, those of you that are stunned, watch as Pevnos just comes spitting out of the creature, of this giant frost worm with its triple mouth nonsense happening. So Pevnos, it is the start of your turn. You can act normally. Go for it.
I turn around and I scream right back at it, and then I attack frantically. Let's see. That is a 26 on one, and then a 20 on the other.
Okay. 26 on one, 20 on the other. Both hit.
Is plus 6. Yes, 26 points of damage. That's the weirdest.
26 points of damage. You hit it how many times? Twice?
Twice.
Okay, so that's
So
going to be
more cold damage.
more cold damage back at you. That's 12 points on the first one, and 12 points on the second one.
Oh,
Plus 26.
all right. I'm done.
Okay. After Pevnost, who's up?
Should
I
be
think it's
Doctrine.
Doctrine. Yeah.
Doctrine.
Stunned. Wisdom save.
Wisdom save, please.
That is a 16. I'm going to use my ability and hope that I get high enough rolls
Okay.
to get it what I need to do. So I use my favored by the gods ability
Mm-hmm.
to roll 2d4 and add it to the total.
Does it
You're breaking up.
Yeah.
does it have an action type associated with it?
It does not. Once
Oh,
per
okay.
short rest.
Oh,
No action. 2d4, rolling them. I burned it for nothing
No.
because I got a 19.
Oh, one shy. Okay. Nat.
I am stunned, so let's see if I can break out of this.
Okay.
That's going to be a 17, so I am still stunned.
Nat, I'm going to say because you are in 5 feet of it, you are going to take 3d6 of cold damage, and I'm going to give you another saving throw.
Okay.
So it's 7 points of cold damage.
And I just made it. Meets it, beats it.
Nice. So at the end of your
Yes.
turn, you are no longer stunned. With
How much cold damage did I take?
7.
7. Okay.
7 points of cold damage. Okay. Now, having... it is purple worm time, right? Or
Yep,
not-
it's big bad wormy
It's
boy.
frostworm time. So
Question:
yes,
did the worm do damage when it stunned us, or did it just stun us?
just stunned you.
That's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure my HP was right. Thank you.
Yep. So the worm, where it is at, is going to shift. It's gonna push Rixa and Nat. It's gonna push you guys 5 feet. You guys were stunned. You took the cold damage to not be stunned anymore. Nat, Rixa, you're gonna take 3d6 cold damage. Make me another saving throw. You take 9 points of cold damage.
I have to roll a nat 20 to succeed, but how much cold damage do I take?
9.
Okay. Is that it?
Yep, that's it. And then it is going to make a bite attack against Docrin. So that's going to hit, and then it's going to make another bite attack against Hevnost. That's going to hit. Both of those are going to hit. Is it going to try to swallow anybody? It might try to swallow Hevnost. We don't know. Haven't decided yet.
So I roll another wisdom save.
You do get another wisdom save. That is correct.
Nope.
Okay. So, Pevnost, that is 17 points of piercing damage, plus 6 points of cold damage. And we'll just say it's the same thing for Pevnost. It's not going to swallow either of you guys. So there should be 23 points of damage total. 17 piercing, 6 cold. And there is the worm. All right, guys. It is that's the bottom of the round. New round.
Flip it, flip.
Kenzie, you are up first.
All right. So, again, free action to swap guns. She's stowing regulator, pulling out whenever,
Okay.
and she's gonna move back.
Okay.
Oh no, not there.
That is far back, yeah.
She's just gonna run away.
Well, the worm's going to try to bite you when it's
I'm gonna use all of it to get the fuck out of there. Okay, I mean he can certainly try.
Yeah, it's a 30
I would
plus
like-
to hit. So,
Okay, was it a crit?
no.
Okay, just want to check. She wants to be okay from where Rixa is, because I can't move me.
There you go.
Oh god, why is it freaking out? She's gonna want to move back that far.
Got it. So you take 22
Okay.
points of damage.
Okay,
Okay.
give me un momento to take that up the chuff. Gross. And now she's going to shoot him. So we're doing sharpshooter points.
Okay.
I need him to. Well, let me see if I hit first. Sorry, hold on. Why is it on different pages? That's a pain. 16 hit?
No, 16 misses. Its natural armor is 18.
Okay. Second.
Okay.
Yeah, 22 will hit.
22 does hit.
So, I mean, I do damage anyway, so let me do that real quick. But I have sharpshooter things. Excuse me. Fuck, what is it? +5. Sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Plus
So, fine.
What was the damage?
So it's 10 total.
Okay.
I need it to make a. Let me find it. I need it to make a con save.
Constitution saving throw. You got it. All right. So over here, rolling the d20. 16 plus 12, 28.
Shit, your dick. Are you serious?
Yeah.
The meatiest of boys.
It's a fucking worm.
But it's a frost.
But it's
It
so
has
cold.
fun.
All right, well, it saves.
Any more attacks?
I already did. I missed with the first one.
You missed with the first one. Okay.
And I've
After.
already action.
Okay. After Kenzie.
Is
Who's up?
Nat.
Nat. Do it.
Sorry,
All right.
babies. I was trying.
Well, to keep it from eating Penfrost again,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to give it something else to chew on. He's going to go ahead and spin his staff and tap it a few times and
Okay.
just let a swarm of insects come out of it.
Swarm of
We're gonna cast-
insects.
Insect plague.
Insect plague.
Because I can't
love
say it
it.
out loud because I'm stunned. Because I can't say it in character because I'm stunned. Out of character, I'm gonna say, "You fucking keep those in your arm."
I will Senor Ching this as I'm shooting. I'll allow it.
What size is the swarm? Medium?
It's a 20-foot radius sphere.
20
It's pretty big.
foot radius sphere.
Again,
So-
begging the question: where did you keep them?
Florida
staff.
numbers right there.
In which staff is the question, but in that staff.
Oh, I heard in the sack, and I thought I went a very different place. I was like, "That's why he's naked. Needs
Would you
easy
say
access."
it's a staff infestation?
Oh, fuck.
I didn't have bugs. I have bats. But they cover
I've
they
They
cover
do, they gone.
everything. So-
Amazing.
So just
That's so much
know
worse.
that
It covers, induces fear, and transmits plague. You're good.
All right, so we're gonna delete that. We'll just know that everywhere on the worm and Pevnos are in the plague, are in the worms. So the bugs, excuse me, bugs. Ugh. Well, worms are bugs. Bugs are worms. Either way.
They're-
what
They're
did-
actually locusts, according to this.
good. Okay.
How
What,
very biblical.
what do the locusts do? Does he take damage from them?
They are. Yeah, he's going to take some damage. Basically, they're going to swarm the area. When it appears, the creature must take a Constitution saving throw. The creature takes 4d10 piercing damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. A
Okay.
creature must also make the saving throw whenever it enters the spell's area for the first time or ends its turn there.
Okay, so that is 30 plus to save, so it'll take half the piercing damage. Pevnost make 19.
He saves.
Okay, so Pevnost takes a quarter of that damage because piercing gets reduced for him.
Yeah. So this is going to be, let me see how much damage, 4d10.
Okay,
40-10. That's a lot of damage.
it's a it is a staff of bugs.
It's on our side, so again, it's fine. What's it from
Okay.
1776?
Let's
There's
see
no
if I can
illegal.
add
Air war
right.
is illegal.
Okay,
hours.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 25.
25 reduced to 13.
Have to 7.
Yep.
And this thing stays around, from the sounds of it, for up to 10 minutes.
Nice.
Gross.
And
Okay.
in that time, he already used his reaction trying to snap at Kenzie, right?
Yes.
So I'm gonna do the smart thing. If I can move my own thing.
You should be able to.
Yeah, you just have to have the tool selected as the select/move tool.
Yep.
I believe I have it. Okay, I just wanted to get to this square right here, but is it doing it?
No. How far back do you? Oh, there it goes.
There it
I'm
is.
moving. There.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, cool. He's good. Yeah.
Is that good? Or you want
Yeah,
to be further?
we're good. No, because I still want to be within good distance of my buddies there. If
Okay.
I need to get back real quick.
There you go. That should be good for you. Okay, transitioning back. Who's next?
Big wormy boy.
Big worm. Okay. Fewer things to eat nearby. Let's make a couple of bite attacks. First up is Docrin. It is going to try to eat you, Docrin. 28 to hit.
Just hits.
And I need a dexterity saving throw.
Do I have to do disadvantage or anything because of stunned?
Are you still stunned? I thought you were not stunned.
I'm still stunned.
You're still stunned.
Yeah. You
Yeah, it's not just
automatically
me.
fail a dex saving throw.
Bye.
As a stunned creature.
Okay.
The real enemy is never the big bads. With our particular group, it is always the conditions.
Well, this is a big bad. To
Yeah.
be fair.
I know, but
Frostworms
what
are
he is
not-
doing, it's the condition that is the biggest issue right now, not necessarily the hit points on the guy. Like,
You say that. So how much damage do I take?
So you are going to take. Let's see. I'm going to take the averages on this. 32. Unless you want me to roll.
I will happily take that average.
Okay. And also, so that's 22 points of piercing damage to Pevnost and 10 points of cold damage. There you go.
Sorry, you said 22 piercing?
Yep, down to
And then-
11
and
plus
then
10 cold.
Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? That brings me down to exactly 0.
Really? I thought you had 28 hit points left.
No, I had 21.
You had 21.
I had 21.
I'll roll it.
With-
I'll roll it. For
no,
you.
that's okay. That's okay.
I don't mind. Here we go. If
I
it's
mean,
no,
worse,
let him roll. Let him roll, because sometimes we get lucky. This
Matthew,
is the
I
time.
hate your characters. I love you. Shut up.
Okay, 25 reduced to 13. And 13 points of cold damage. So yeah, you go to
that brings
0.
me down even further. So I am at 0.
Okay.
Oh, cool. He gets a fun new scar or loses an arm. Please let it be an arm.
No, how dare you? I did not take all of my HP in one hit.
No. Okay,
That's what just kills you outright.
Oh.
that's it for the worm.
I would like to roll a wisdom save
I would like you to as well.
from inside.
Yes. Well, you get 3 because you take
Okay.
cold damage and acid damage. So you,
That's a 5, a 12, and a 9.
okay. So you're gonna take. You're gonna take 20 points of damage. Cold and
I
acid.
sure am.
And you are stunned and restrained.
Great.
Okay.
4 hit points.
Who's up?
It's Pevnost and Docrin.
Okay. Well, that was Docrin. So Pevnost.
Death save. A 10.
That's
So
a
I
success.
think that's. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I could not remember. Oh.
That's a success.
We haven't done shit.
Also-
we haven't done shit this campaign.
Also, the locusts are here, right?
The locusts are slightly off of you. You're fine.
Okay. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, if it was the locust that killed you, did you take damage from the locust?
I mean, I did take damage from the locust, but I
She-
took 7.
She could have
And-
put it. She could have put it off of you. So.
Oh, that's true. But hold on, it was.
Take the 7, Matthew.
No, I know. So hold on, how much? Because you rolled 13 cold and.
you would,
13.
you would still have 1 hit point, I believe.
Okay.
Because if you were at 21, you got 7 hit points back. That's 28. You took 26 points of damage. You had 2 hit points left. You don't need
okay.
a saving throw.
Oof.
When you punch it, you're gonna go unconscious.
I am unfortunately.
But you get to punch it.
Not, see, that's true. But
If you punch it.
How does it look?
Terrible.
Punch it.
I will say it does not look like you could drop it in a single punch.
In one hit, yeah.
No, it does not look like it could do that. However, it looks like any bit of a solid attack or fire is probably gonna finish it.
Okay, well, Rixa is after me, and then it's a new round. I don't have a whole lot else to do because I can't heal myself. So I think I must punch.
Okay.
I must pound.
I must punch.
I will use my barbarian claws.
Yes, my barbarian cloth and pouch. I don't. Hold on. Let me just double check that I don't have any kill monster ability. Unfortunately, no. Just if it's a construct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Please be a natural 20. No, but it is a 21 to hit.
It does hit.
So there's that at least. And then I do this plus 7. 17!
17.
And then I go unconscious.
And you go to 0.
I go to 0.
Okay. Rixa.
It takes damage. Do I get spat out?
He has to
it
take
wasn't enough.
30 points of damage.
Move on.
Hold on.
Oh, you failed? Oh.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to give it a saving throw. It does succeed, so you do not get
Cool.
spat out.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a +0 to my wisdom. So,
Oof.
again, I have to nat 20.
Oof.
That's it. That's my only way out of this. After all this is over, I will tell you guys the brilliant plan I have. What?
I said, duh, that's why she has so many tattoos. Wise people don't do their entire body.
Wise people don't need to use their skin as a notepad because they
New
forget
round.
things.
Right? Yeah? New round?
Yes, new round.
Sorry.
New round. You're good. Yeah. It is on a 3. Pretty sure you guys all go before it.
Can I do a called shot? Oh, I don't know that I'm. Nope. Doctrine.
All right. How much damage do I take?
So the first one is cold. Or acid. That's 12.
Bye.
Oh, no.
Okay, so you automatically fail 1 death save.
Great.
And that is it for Docrin. So
Where are death saves in D&D Beyond?
If you reduce your hit points to 0, it should bring up a little
Got it.
space with X's. Yeah, and then you click it.
Am I next?
you
Yes.
are next.
I would like to do a called shot
Okay.
for the head
Okay.
to make sure I don't hit Docrin.
Yeah.
Okay. So how do I do that?
Roll 2d20.
Okay.
Give me the totals for each.
Can I use luck on them if they're bad?
Yeah.
Okay, one's a 19
Okay.
and one is a 1.
Would you like to use luck on the 1?
Yes.
Okay. Go for it.
It's a 10.
Total for the attack?
Yeah. So it was a 19 to roll.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be a 29, and then it would be a dirty 20.
Great. So
Excuse
both
me.
both of them hit. So you do hit the spot that you are aiming at on it. So go ahead and roll damage.
Perfect. Okay, so that's 2d8 plus 5.
I'm going to say with that called shot that it has a chance to spit up Docrin, and it does. With a
Hell
natural
yeah.
1 on the Constitution saving throw, it does spit up Docrin as it chucks him out somewhere over here.
So that's 15 points of damage.
15 points of damage. Okay, he's getting chipped away at. You have another attack?
I do. I'm gonna try sharp.
Okay.
No, because it's looking shitty. I'm not gonna do shit. I'm just gonna shoot it.
Okay.
Yeah, 21.
21 does hit.
15.
15 points of damage.
I know. I'm never gonna have you want to do this. Damn it. Okay.
Not quite. Not quite there.
Okay.
Okay. After Kenzie.
Wait. I want to use my movement,
Mm-hmm.
and because you know I can't move me.
Okay. Where do you want to
I'll
be?
put me 20 feet away. I would like to be in front of Docrin.
In front of Docrin. You got it.
So who wants? No, he's up top.
No,
Oh wait.
no.
Oh no, he is.
Yeah.
We just have multiple dead people. It's phenomenal.
Yeah. We got two of them.
Moving in front of Docrin. If it wants to eat something, it can eat me instead.
Okay. Sounds good. After Kenzie, who's up?
Rixa and Nat are on the same thing as Kenzie.
Okay.
I'm bringing out the big boy.
Uh-oh.
Come on, Boulder. Do me right. You do me fucking right, man. It did not.
Oh.
No. Okay.
I think I've just written in now that Rixa has a worm phobia. And that is why she cannot save to save her life or her friends' lives. Is worms scary, bad. Everything is bad.
Okay, Nat.
Okay, so seeing that 2 people have dropped, he's not really a healer, but he's great at making things blow up.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just gonna, at 4th level, cast Scorching Ray.
Okay. Let's do it.
Okay, so one's a 12, one is a 24.
24 does hit.
One is a, because I think that I've got 2 additional besides the 3.
Yep. Should be a total of 5.
So there's a 21,
Mm-hmm.
and let's see, 2 more.
2 hits.
One's a nat 20, and one is a 15.
So 3 hits with a natural 20. Go ahead and roll, for simplicity's sake, 8d6. And that'll include your critical dice in there.
So that is 2. I just rolled poorly on that.
Okay.
That's 1, 2, 7, 8, 9. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and then my last ones. Plus 11, 17, that is...
28.
There we go, that's what I rolled.
28 doubled to 56. That is way more than enough. That's showtime for Nat. Talk to us. Let's do it.
Yes, new guy!
He is going to just like, okay, I can't heal anything. But as Maddie always said, there is preventative healing. And that includes barbecue.
Mm.
So we are going to, he's going to put his staff down, throw both of his hands forward. You're going to see some of those symbols light up, start going green, and then bright red and just flaring out as beams start shooting out.
And each one of the beams just begins piercing through the thick body of the gargantuan frost worm, its thick frozen outer shell melting beneath it like ice and hot water, and then it just sort of rips through it, and the ichor and frost sort of pour from it, pooling and freezing over immediately around it. Nicely done. You guys, Rixa, you come out of your stunned stupor in time to use a couple of healing words for your friends there.
Before she does, Kenzie is trying like mouth to mouth.
Yeah, that's not a spell I have.
And
Aren't you?
if I remember
thought you were a
correctly, this
bard.
thing does something terrible when this dies.
Uh-huh.
So before that happens, Nat is going to use his bonus action to Misty Step over to our very large friend that is down
Mm-hmm.
and try to get him away.
Okay.
Let's see how well that goes.
I have Cure Wounds. I do not have Healing Word.
Okay.
I
Seeing
don't know why.
seeing Nat drag, she'll drag too.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as they're far enough away, she's back to mouth, and she is praying to any deity that will listen to her to bring Docrin back.
Okay.
Aw.
So
Can I run over and cast some stuff?
no.
Can I just like touch him?
Actually, no. Yeah, I mean, really, all this should happen exactly when it dies. If you had a bonus action, like if you had healing word, I could let you do that. But
I will. I will try something. This is weird.
But I can also quicken spells, so I think I could have made it a bonus action.
okay.
Because let me double check my sorcery points. Because I think I took quicken. Where are you? For fuck's sake.
Because you need it. That's why.
I
That's why
know.
it's like,
It should be in your
Should-
features and traits.
Nope, never mind. I took twinned and empowered. Fuck me. Nope.
Yes.
Okay, I tried.
Okay. So, Kenzie, and
yeah.
my 3 people that are conscious. Kenzie, Nat, Rixa. How many hit points do you have?
Hold on. 85, and I still have my second wind.
Okay.
She would like cut her wrist. She'd do weird like the wrong way.
That's
Do
fine.
something-
Just Nat, how many hit points do you have?
Including my temp that I still have left, 72.
Great. Rixa, how many hit points do
60.
you have?
64.
64. So here is what is going to happen. Nat, since you remembered that the worm potentially erupts as it demises, you use your Misty Step before the final bolt of searing, scorching ray hits the worm. You're gonna misty step over to Pevnost, and Kenzie, you sort of watch and follow suit. Both of you throw your bodies over your allies to prevent them from taking the damage. However, that does mean you guys are going to automatically fail your dexterity saving throw. So you, Rixa, you can make a dexterity saving throw. It's not going to kill you either way, but the two of you that are protecting your allies are going to take 34 points of cold damage.
Now I nat 20. On the dex save, I fucking nat 20.
Okay.
This is a charm.
17. You take 17 points of cold damage. So, with the worm gone, who was next in initiative? Because Rixa has to move to heal people.
Rixa is next.
Rixa was
because
next.
she's on
Yeah, it
the
was-
same
Okay.
the same initiative as Matt
As-
and Kenzie.
Rixa had her turn beforehand. She rolled
I did already. I failed my
wisdom
roll.
saving.
Oh shit, true. So next it's me.
Pevnost.
So Pevnost, I need you to make a death saving throw.
17.
17.
One success.
Okay. And
Then next it would have been the big bad wormy boy, and then it is a new round.
a new round. Go for it.
Oh.
Uh-huh. Okay. I saw the ace for Nat, ace for Pevnost, and for Kenzie,
Kenzie.
Rixa on a queen. Doctor on a king. Okay. Pevnost, you're up first.
All right. Ooh, that's a fail. That's a 5.
Okay. Nat, are you trained in medicine?
I am, and I have a healer's kit.
Well, you can automatically stabilize him then.
That is exactly what I'm doing. Thank you, Plague Mage. You've dealt with this much disease. You know how to handle it.
Nicely done. Okay, and after that, it is Docrin. Dramatic pause.
That is an 11.
An 11 is a success. There you go. Which means Rixa on the queen should be able to move and heal him no problem.
Yes. Yes, I do. The fuck is a cure wounds roll? What are you?
It's a D8.
Thank you.
D8 plus your charisma.
Well, upcast that at second level because he was dead.
Fair enough.
So that's 12 points back to you, Docrin. Or Pevnost, whoever I was running to. Docrin, yeah? Because he has failed.
Yeah. Okay, guys, nicely done. I apologize. That is a challenge rating 17, not 7, like I read. I legitimately thought it was 7. Until we, so here's what happened. I looked at the chart. It has passive perception 7, and then like right below that is challenge rating. So my dyslexia of 7 and 17 flipped. That's fine.
Oh no.
But we got through one round, and you guys had done over 100 points of damage to it, and you were almost to halfway. It was like 112 of
with two of us stunned.
260, and I was like, oh, well, it'll be fine then. You guys will do some fire. You'll kill it really fast. Everybody
and then
will
our 3
survive.
spellcasters failed the stun save.
And
I would like to say my plan was brilliant. I was going to because I assumed half of it like was still half in or half out of its cave when we started. I was gonna cast Shatter on it at 4th level and try to like pin it in its hole. Like, I was gonna try to, like, avalanche it so it couldn't chase us, which would have been wonderful and helpful, but I apparently am paralyzed with fear.
That's yeah, that was so that was a roller coaster from my end, trying to figure out, do I not? What do I do?
So what I'm hearing is, because we were all level 8, we all level up.
We all level up now, right? Because that was a legendary level battle for what we were fucking doing. I say yes. I say we came out stronger. What doesn't kill us makes us a level stronger.
I am tempted to give you guys the level. However, officially, you need. This is the part of experience points I've never understood. If you all team up and defeat a monster, it has a certain number of experience points. You then divide that number of experience points among the group, if I am not mistaken.
All right, so
the
we have to kill
people who
Matthew.
fought- the people who actually fought can level up. Those of us who were frozen do not.
Let's goddamn do this. His reign of terror ends tonight.
Yeah, because that's a oof. That is a 17. Wow.
Yeah. So
I knew that they were strong, especially because I was like flashing back to a crit roll encounter in season 1 where they fought like baby frostworms.
Right.
And then I was like, and then this Pathfinder podcast I listened to where they were fighting frostworms that also trilled, and I was like, wait, but no, those were like hard as balls, and they were like level 12. Why are we fighting this thing? Weird.
It was legit because I misread it. And, and so that's why I was like, let me try to do some little damage, and you guys like wake up. Hey, wake up.
Yeah.
You know, and it's one of those things. I've already said what monster it is. I've already said the DCs. Like I've tied my own hands because I screwed it up so badly. In that
That's
moment,
okay.
it happens.
You didn't screw up anything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
it's fine.
you guys were kicking its ass, and
Yeah, it just also retaliated in a way that was appropriate and kicked a couple of our asses
it
too.
did.
It's fine.
It did. Yeah. So.
Wow.
Hard monsters are hard, man, but we're also like,
We strong.
we're hard too.
Yeah.
You guys did very well. I was very impressed with you.
Something?
Way to debut our poor plague mage right after this.
Right?
Listen, the
Yeah,
plague mage
because you
saved
rolled
us.
nat 20s and fucking like
True. That's true.
lit the field up. I'm sorry. And I didn't think I was gonna like the plague mage because gross. But the minute you did all that damage with the bugs, I was like, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I could get down on this. I could get down, and like in my mind, I started creating my own plague mage.
Oh yeah.
No, girl. I'm in love. What's up? I'm not in love. I'm dabbling. It's just really early. I don't want to like fully commit, but
It's definitely
I
a
don't
fun
know, it's
class to
kinda
play,
nice.
though. I mean, one of the big things that I really enjoy about him is he's got that medical ability, so he could help like Pevnost when he dropped, and it makes sense dealing with the fact that this is a character that's constantly sick, so he probably knows a little medicine.
so it's a medical skill, but he doesn't have like medical quote unquote spells.
He does actually. He has lesser restoration and eventually can get greater restoration.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right. Oh shit! I just want. Damn it!
Yep. Well, that was all kinds of exciting.
Shit! I just want to play this now.
Well, you know what? You know where you can get it? Our Patreon.
What?
So I can just like take Sarai and get her sick really quick, and she comes back and she's like super weird.
Well,
Yeah, because what we also need is different seasonal allergies from her.
Oh my
Do
god,
her
a seasonal allergies plague
Do
me.
her illnesses switch? You have flu season, you have hay fever season, you have summer, you have like sunstroke season. You just
Well, and with the bugs, it's just
Yeah.
cicadas,
Cicadas.
mosquitoes,
yeah.
chiggers, bed bugs. I don't know. It's
Ticks.
just throwing.
Deer
like,
ticks.
I don't know what a winter seasonal bug is.
Love bugs?
Cockroaches, because they come inside.
Oh, cockroaches. Love
You're
bugs are
welcome.
spring.
Yeah.
Mosquitoes are summer.
I hate this conversation.
So
I do too, but also it works.
So here's my thought, guys. I do.
Yes, sir.
Thank you guys for hanging out with us. I'm gonna chat with the team for a minute. We're gonna talk about leveling. Do you guys want to do that conversation on stream, or do you want to do it off stream?
We can do it
Do
here.
it off.
We can do it either way. Like, I'm good either way.
Unless the conversation is everyone levels except for Docrin, then yeah.
Yeah, we can do it off stream.
No, let's let people go for the night.
Okay.
We're good.
Thank you guys for hanging out. I apologize for a little bit of the confusion, a little bit of a weird night for us, but the team did wonderful. They are fantastic. We love you guys.
Weird because of the worm.
Well,
Would you say this encounter was random?
Don't fuck. Everyone levels but Docrin.
And in fact, we rescind the cure wounds from earlier, and we let him bleed out and die.
No, she was gonna like cut her wrist and be like, whichever god's listening now to give you my second win, take it and put it in this weird little feather boy.
Weird little feather boy.
She doesn't refer to any of you by your real names.
I know.
Yeah.
What
Come
am
on,
I?
man. You
don't want to.
I don't think that's appropriate. That's between me and the gods, girl.
Amazing.
all right. Well, thank you guys very much for hanging out. Come back tomorrow night. We're going to be playing Dragon Age using the AGE system. That is super awesome.
Thanks.
And then on Saturday night, we've got a game starting at 8 p.m., 8:30 Eastern Time, where we are playing Midnight. Not the time. That's the setting. It is Lord of the Rings. If Sauron won, it was from an old game setting from Fantasy Flight Games. So thank you guys for hanging out with us. We are going to say good night, but until next time, be cool.